Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Des Reaction. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Again, it's just I've done 3 or 4 comedians today, and I've looked at them and I thought I know you from somewhere. I've seen you from somewhere. And today I'm reacting to D. Hughley, and it's titled the N Word. And we all know what the N Word is. We don't say it, but we know what it is. And the thing is that again, I've seen him from somewhere, but I don't know where. I've not seen any of his stand-up. I would remember if I've seen his stand-up comedy, but I've seen him somewhere in a movie or something. So if you know what movies he's been in, let me know in the comments down below. If I remember rightly from the movies, I'm picturing him being funny, but I don't know if you can actually do that. I don't know. Maybe you can. But I'm looking forward to this. If you enjoy this, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will be uploading daily. And let's get into this. I don't know. Sometimes I do this thing where I just go cuckoo and I stop and I pause and I think, what the hell was I doing? I know what I'm doing. I'm looking at looking at the screen and I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I have these moments where I think, should I just start this again? And then I think it's a minute in and nah, I'll just carry on. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, my head, seriously.
Can't say nothing to nobody no more. Everybody's politically correct. You can't say nothing no goddamn more, man. That's the fucking deal. It all started with, remember Mel Gibson said, Jews started all the war, but he couldn't take the heat for it. Oh, no. I don't hate Jews. I was drinking. Mark Foley, who molested the little boys, the little pages in the page program. I don't molest boys. I was drinking. Well, I done drank a lot in my life. I've never hated a Jew or fucked a little boy. I have gotten drunk and fuck a fat woman, but that's okay. People saying shit. It all started with that Michael Richards, too. This motherfucker said nigga 8 times.
Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you a story about me being drunk, and it'll only be a quick one. I used to work in a pub, so I used to go out. I used to drink in the pub, and then I used to go out to the clubs. I got to know the owners of the clubs and that in Leicester Square, and I went out drinking one day, and I got drunk to the point where I blacked out. And I woke up the next morning in some random bed, in some random room, in some random house, and I have no idea where I was. And I know that nothing happened because I was fully dressed and like everything was still tucked in, shirt and everything was still tucked in. But I was laying on a bed and it was a big girl. I must have got onto this bed and just crashed out. And I woke up and my nose was up against the wall like that. And it's like a single bed, and I'm not small anyway. I'm not small in stature, and she was not small in stature. So like on this single bed, and I was up against the wall like that, and I didn't want to wake her up, so I had to like slide down the edge of this bed. So as I'm sliding, like my nose is going up as I'm sliding down this bed to get out, and yeah, that was the point where I felt that like that's enough for the drinking, and yeah, I just had to make changes. And as much as I thought I did, I didn't make no changes.
People saying shit. It all started with that Michael Richards, too. This motherfucker said nigga 8 times before the audience decided they were offended. Wait a minute. Was that the 8th nigger right there? That was 8. Well, I usually allow myself 2 niggers a year, but this is ridiculous. People act like rappers and comedians came up with the word nigga. We didn't. Nigga is older than baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie. You show me a white man that ain't said nigga, and I'll show you a 2-year-old. Fuck that shit, man. That's the fucking deal. Jesse Jackson got on TV. We should stop using the word nigga. Well, Jesse, if we do, you won't have a job. And if the police can't say nigga, how they gonna tell us to get out of the car? Get out of the car, sir. Oh, fuck him. He's bullshitting. Look at all the white people. I wish I could say that. I do. Well, you can, just not here. Do it in your car like you always do. Nigga. I don't know how I'm gonna stop saying nigga when it describes some motherfuckers I know so perfectly. Everybody know that one motherfucker that can only be described as that nigga there. God damn. Ooh, that's nigga here. Shit. How did he get my goddamn number? This nigga here. Truth is, I know black men and I know niggas, and they all have their place. If I'm hanging out at dinner, I like to hang around with black men. But if the shit break out here tonight, It's a nigga I'ma call. Fuck y'all.
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. When it comes to using that word, that it used to be the case that when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I went to work in an office and there was a black guy there, and we got really close as friends and things like that. And like we'd throw little like racist punch back at one another and things like that, and like all in the names of jokes. And he was the one who started it. He used to call me Custard Face and things like that. So I'd call him like like a black coffee and things like that. It was just little things like. But when it comes to that one, he called me something one day, and for some reason I don't know, and I was only young as well. For some reason I thought this is the time. This is where now I can say this word, and we've got to a point now where it's been back and forth for weeks or months or whatever. This is where I can use this word, and I said the N word, and just like that, like it was like no, no, no. Custard face, Snicker bar, and things like all of the things that we done back and forth was fine. As soon as that word was said, it was like, no, no. I was like, okay, I'll stop saying it. So, yeah. But he's right though. That like you'll get people that will say, I've never said that word before. I've never said. They're talking a load of bollocks. That it's been said. Everyone's said it. That it is the case that like it might have been accidental. You get people that say it a lot more than they shouldn't. And things like that, but yeah, it's just my story was back then when I was a teenager and that happened, but I learned very quickly just by a facial expression that like, nope, that's the one, that's where it stops.
I can tell the difference, man. I got a black man and a nigga working for me tonight. The nigga made my hotel arrangements. The black man picks up my money. Cause you know them niggas there, boy. They... Where my money? You was supposed to get some money?
I thought this was for charity.
I know you was supposed to get some money. I so tired of the shit I see. This dude got offended, man. Just always offended. I say what the fuck I feel. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feeling. I was talking to this Asian dude and I called him Oriental. This motherfucker guy, I am not Oriental. I am Asian. Motherfucker, I don't know. All I know is y'all all run from Godzilla the same fucking way. That's all the fuck I know. Fuck I know. All the white people. I wish I could say that too. I can't say that. The only cool thing about being a black comedian is
Do you know what? It is the case that, like, as with white people won't say the N word. That, like, you wouldn't go up to a black person and say the N word because you'd think to yourself, he's gonna fuck me up. But you'd go in a Chinese shop and say chink. You'd have no problem saying it. Like, my dad wouldn't go up to like a black person and say the N word, but he'd go into a Chinese shop and go, Chinky, come here. It's weird that like racism works on so many different levels.
you get to say shit other people can't say. That's the fucking deal. But that's it. That's the only advantage, man. But if y'all want, we can switch places. We'll rule the world. And you get to say nigger, bitch, and hoe. And we'll throw in some of your white women to make it even. We'll give them back to you. They talked about Jesus. You think they ain't gonna talk about...
I liked him. I liked it. It is the case, like I said, I've seen him in movies somewhere. I've never seen him do stand-up, but I have seen him in movies. And I do. I like him. I think he's funny. He's one that I'm going to add more to the list and try and find more of him. And that, like, I don't know how much stand-up he's done. I don't even know if this is a new stand-up or an old stand-up and things like that. He talked about, like, ruling the world and things like that. But, like, I don't know. I don't know when this was done, but I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie, I did find it funny. That probably not as high on the list as sorry. Oh yeah, was it as hot? He's probably not as high on the list as other comedians, but he is quite. He's mid. He's mid. But yeah, D. Hughley, I will react to some more of him. And again, listen, I have to apologise. I know I tend to pause a lot in between videos and give you my stories and things like that, but they're my stories that. There is stories from the past, like the story with the fat lady, that like it wasn't meant to offend anyone, that it wasn't meant to offend fat people. And when I was a teenager and then I'd like the racist back and forth with one of my colleagues, and at the time that wasn't like he wasn't being racist towards me in an offensive way. I wasn't being racist towards him in an offensive way. It was just something at the time we was both teenagers and we had fun doing it and we had a laugh. And then I overstepped the line, and he quickly like told me that's overstepping the line, and then it went back to normal and things like that. And like, people are always going to be racist in one way or another, and it's just the case that most of the time it's accidental racism. It's things that slip out, it's things that you don't mean to say and they just come out. And as long as you acknowledge what you've done, and you can't take back what you've said, but you understand that what you've said is wrong and you can't say that. And there's certain things that you can and can't do, and certain things that you can and can't say, and that's fine. But then there's other people out there that they'll just throw like the N word around any old way they can, and to me that's just fucked up. That's just racism on a whole different level. But I'm rambling on. Listen guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will be uploading daily, and I take requests. I'm reacting to a lot of new comedians now, so if you have any requests, just please leave them in the comments down below. I really am enjoying these new comedians. But until the next video, take it easy, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one.